This is QTV News coming to you from our studios on Caraba Avenue. I am Umudu Gajaga and thank you for joining us. Here are the main news headlines. Gambia's Minister for Health, Dr. Ahmadou Lamin Samate, told lawmakers this week that compensation for the families of the children who died of acute kidney injury will be addressed after government reviewed the Select Committee's report. The Prevention and Prohibition of Torture Bill 2023 and the Mutual Legal Assistance in Criminal Matters Bill 2023 were passed by lawmakers on Tuesday. A €15.5 million grant agreement was signed on Monday between the Gambia government and the Agence Française de Développement to support flood disaster victims on the budget and water projects. A four-day technical management committee forum to review the draft ECOWAS standards for 3 regional value chains was organized by the West Africa Competitiveness and Quality Infrastructure Project. In international news, a court in Dakar on Thursday handed Senegal's opposition leader Ousmane Sonko a 2-month suspended term for defaming the country's tourism minister. Those were the news headlines, and now the news in detail. Welcome and thank you for joining us. This is QTV News. Gambia's Minister for Health, Dr. Ahmadou Lamin Samate, told lawmakers this week that compensation for the families of the children who died of the acute kidney injury will be addressed after government reviewed the Select Committee's report. Julden Jai has more.
The Minister of Health was responding to the committee's recommendation on Tuesday at the National Assembly chambers in Banjul.
Responses: the surviving children are currently being followed up and they are receiving free medical care. Government is reviewing the reports and waiting for the pending report of the inquiry set up by the government. Once these reports are all reviewed, the issue of compensation will be addressed.
There was a huge public outcry following the deaths of more than 70 children in the Gambia last year. Dr. Samate informed lawmakers about the state of AKI in the country and the steps the government has taken.
Cumulatively, there are 130 cases now, but these are categorized based on the case definitions. So 84 are confirmed AKI cases, and 6 are probable cases, and 40 are suspected cases, with all various definitions. Now, with regards to the confirmed deaths total 72. Now, that's a case fatality rate of 85.7. This is with regards to the statistics.
Dr. Samate believes AKI has been in existence way before this incident.
AKI is a clinical condition that people get. Some of them acquire it in health facilities whilst they are there naturally because of one other problem or the other. Some are categorized as community-acquired acute kidney injury cases. So AKI has been a known disease well before now. What that means is that we are still likely to see AKI cases as part of the disease entities, just as we see malaria, we see tuberculosis and others.
The Health Committee called on the Medical Control Agency to blacklist all made-in pharmaceutical products, and Minister Samate responded that the ban on made-in pharmaceuticals will continue. The committee also recommended government to pursue legal action against made-in pharmaceuticals for exporting contaminated drugs to the Gambia with the Atlantic brand name. Minister Samate stated that the Ministry of Justice is already looking at the reports for advice on the matter. Parliamentarians also recommended for the Ministry of Health to revive the primary health care system for early detection of medical cases for more effective and efficient health care delivery.
The strengthening of primary health care is government strategy. We have also started strengthening the surveillance system in the country. Working with partners, we have started sentinel surveillance in 2 areas, and we will gradually expand. The primary healthcare revitalization program is high on our agenda, and we have started engaging partners for support.
The committee also recommends for the MCA to increase background checks on companies from which pharmacies or importers buy medicines.
Our response is MCA is working on operationalization of the good manufacturing GMP inspections and is engaging organizations for pre-shipment inspection to start by April 2023.
It is further recommended that the ministry and MCA should ensure that all medicines brought into the country are registered and listed. MCA and the Pharmacy Council staff be attached to GRA offices in key entry points to monitor pharmaceutical products.
Registration of all medicines is a continuous work in progress, and MCA will strengthen it. Unfortunately, posting of more staff at the ports of entry is a big challenge because the proposed budget for personal emoluments, that's PE, that will make this possible was not approved. We solicit for the support of the National Assembly.
The Select Committee also recommends that for medicines from less stringent regulatory countries, the MCA should assign a World Health accredited laboratory to conduct the pre-shipment inspection and quality control testing of each consignment and be further verified by MCA agents at ports of entry, which Dr. Samate assured. For QTV News, I am Julden Jai.
The Prevention and Prohibition of Torture Bill 2023 and the Mutual Legal Assistance in Criminal Matters Bill 2023 were passed by lawmakers at the National Assembly on Tuesday. Julden Jai again.
The Prevention and Prohibition of Torture Bill was tabled during the previous Parliament and was referred to the Select Committee by the plenary. The bill seeks to prevent and eradicate the use of torture and other cruel, inhuman treatment or punishment, and to ensure accountability for the acts of torture. The passing of this legislation plays a central role in the country's transitional justice process, especially in our bid to ensure accountability for gross human rights violations under the Jammeh-led administration and to ensure that these atrocities are never repeated. While tabling the Mutual Legal Assistance in Criminal Matters Bill in 2019 before parliamentarians, the then Justice Minister Abubakar Tambadou said the bill covers assistance in relation to taking of evidence, production of documents, search and seizure, custody and immunities. Ex-Minister Tambadou said the bill will help in the quest to improve the prevention of investigation and prosecution of crime through cooperation and mutual assistance in criminal matters. The bill will also cover arrangements for persons to give evidence and contain sections dealing with custody of persons in transit. For QTV News, I am Julden Jai.
A €15.5 million grant aid agreement was signed on Monday between the Gambia government and the Agence Française de Développement to support flood disaster victims, the budget and water projects. Lena Igwenyibo has more.
The €15.5 million grant has two aspects. €12.5 million is allocated for water supply within the Greater Banjul area, while €3 million is for budget support to reduce the fiscal deficit and support for the 2022 flood disaster victims. CDKM Keita, Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs, praised the bilateral ties between the countries and highlighted the importance of the grant for the Gambia.
The relationship, as I had mentioned, dates back and it covers all areas and it's a strong one. And through Agence Française de Développement, AFD, France has proven to be a reliable one. And this is so important in the sense that water is an essential, is key essential to life, and support in that direction will only enhance the quality of the life of the people and improve our health outcomes. It is geared towards enhancing the distribution to increase by 30% before 2025.
France is one of Gambia's biggest bilateral aid providers, and Philippe Lalliot, France's ambassador to the Gambia, emphasized the importance of safe water supply, which is a project within part of the aid grant.
It goes without saying that access to safe water is essential, and you said it very eloquently, Mr. Minister. essential in improving people's living condition. It is, for example, key for sanitation and health, key to reduce child mortality, key to also better school enrollment, and key, of course, for the economic sector to thrive.
Amin Jai, Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Petroleum and Energy, a beneficiary institution of the project, expressed gratitude and gave assurance of a successful implementation.
The support is huge in the sense that it is geared towards improving the well-being of the beneficiaries. That is the Gambian people that we serve. There is no one that can live without water. So any activity or any project that is geared towards not just providing water, but providing quality water to our citizenry, it's really highly commendable. And on behalf of the ministry, the NAWEC, we are really grateful. I wish to use this opportunity to assure you of our commitment, our support to ensure that the project is implemented as planned.
The Agence Française de Développement, AFD Group, funds and supports development projects including climate, biodiversity, peace, education, urban development, health and governance. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena E. Gwenyiba.
The report by Lena E. Igwenyiba takes us to a commercial break, and when we return, we still have some more local, international, and other stories. Do stay tuned.
As the fastest growing GSM company in the Gambia, QCell has the widest 4G plus coverage in the country, 3 times faster internet speed than our competitors. So switch now and dial *335# and enjoy what true 4G feels like. QCell, Gambia's trusted network.
To make sure your company's products and services reach your potential customers, it is essential that you choose the right channel for your marketing purposes. QTV has the widest reach locally and beyond, and we can give your business the visibility it needs. Call QTV Marketing on +220 324 4444 or email us at marketing@qtv.gm and take your business to the world.
Welcome back, and thank you very much if you're just joining us. This is QTV News. A 4-day technical committee meeting, a forum to review the draft ECOWAS standards for 3 regional value chains, was organized by the West Africa Competitiveness and Quality Infrastructure Project. Lena E. Igwenyiba again.
The 3 regional value chains are mango, cassava, and information and communications technologies. The Validation Forum was funded by the European Union and is implemented by the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, to strengthen the competitiveness of West Africa and to enhance the country's integration into regional and international trading systems. Aisha Silla, Program Manager at the European Union, outlines the EU's commitment to supporting ECOWAS to enhance quality infrastructure and competitiveness programs.
We at the European Union believe that standard harmonization is crucial to improve the competitiveness and sustainability of mango, cassava, and information and communication technologies regional value chains. The EU continues to commit to supporting the ECOWAS in its efforts towards regional integration and harmonization of standards.
WACOM intends to cover interventions on the development of sustainable value chains, micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, including regional business associations and trade and investment support institutions. Christian Lassa is the project administrator at the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO.
UNIDO looks forward for joining forces to achieve large-scale development results and to accelerate the process of structural transformation of the economies of the ECOWAS member states. I would like to highlight that UNIDO, in collaboration with various stakeholders of the ECOWAS region and the ECOWAS Commission, continues to implement programs and projects for the development of the ECOWAS quality infrastructure and regional value chains.
Lassana Kabore ECOWAS Commission urged participants to deliver effectively and efficiently. Hassan Gay, Deputy Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Trade, highlights the importance of the value chain concept in advancing the country's economic development.
The development of the global value chain has become a dominant component to promote trade and investment. The benefits of developing value chains are significant and can be measured in terms of productivity improvements, job creation, and poverty reduction. The process of producing goods through a value chain approach, from raw materials to finished products, is increasingly fragmented and can be implemented anywhere in the world where the necessary skills and materials are available at a competitive cost and quality.
The United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO, works closely with the European Union and ECOWAS Commission to promote business development and industrialization within the ECOWAS region to enhance economic growth and sustainable development. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena E. Gwenyiba.
And now to international news. A court in Dakar on Thursday handed Senegal's opposition leader Ousmane Sonko a 2-month suspended term for defaming the country's tourism minister Mame Mbaye Niang. Aliou Cissé reports.
The court found Ousmane Sonko guilty of defaming the tourism minister, who is also a member of President Macky Sall's party. The Pastef leader faced libel charges brought against him by Mbaye Niang after accusing him of stealing 29 billion CFA francs, equivalent to $47 million from a government agency. Sonko denied wrongdoing and said the charges were a tactic by the ruling government to eliminate him from the presidential race in 2024. The court ordered Sonko to pay 200 million CFA francs, equivalent to 300,000 euros, to the complainant. His lawyers, Bamba Sise and Sheikh Koureysiba, told AFP News Agency the sentence meant that the opposition leader will be eligible to run in the presidential elections next year, according to Al Jazeera. There was no immediate response from Sonko's team at the time of filing this report. Sonko is a former tax inspector who transitioned to politics and became leader of the Pastef opposition party. He finished third in the 2019 presidential election. He is very popular among voters and is considered by many political analysts as a main challenger to Sall. Sonko also faces separate charges of raping Adji Sarr, a beauty salon employee, and making death threats to her in 2021. He has also denied those charges. The trial has resulted in violent protests across the country, with security personnel firing tear gas at protesters. With this ruling, more protests are expected across the country. Supporters of the ruling party accuse Sonko of seeking to paralyze the country and of drumming up anger on the streets in a bid to escape justice. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cissé.
Also in international news, a Center for Scientific and Technological Innovation in Haidian district of Beijing has become a major contributor to China's rapidly growing tech industry and economy. QTV's Mamadou Lamin Choi visited the technology hub and reports on the major technological breakthroughs in artificial intelligence. Here is the report.
Haidian district in northwestern Beijing has been a national base for high-tech industries and a fertile ground for global technological and scientific innovations. Located in this district is the Chongqing Science Park, known as China's Silicon Valley. Within the technology hub in this part of Haidian district is Chongqing No. 1. It is a key landmark project in the northern area of the Chongqing Science City. The industry park has more than 100 national and scientific research and more than 150 resident enterprises with a total output value of more than 22 billion RMB, approximately $3 billion. The companies primarily focus on technology sectors such as artificial intelligence, commercial aerospace, and financial technology. Chang Hoon is the brand manager of Chongqing No. 1.
For AI's application in people's living environments, there are ABTag, which provides digitalization for shopping malls and commercial spaces and offices. And also there's Huami and Yunding, which is a smart wearable technology company. And Yunding provides very intelligent home furnitures and the intelligent home system. And also in the industrialization world, there are Pingfanghe and Weijing, which provides smart manufacturing technology.
Technology innovations in Haidian district contributes to and leaves a positive footprint in the healthcare sector of China and abroad. Naton Group is one of the tech enterprises in the Haidian district, which has over 20 manufacturing companies at home and abroad, and run large-scale production and processing capacity for medical products such as orthopedic, dental implants, and aerospace products. David Go is Naton Group's regional manager for Middle East and Africa.
On the products, we use the advanced materials, especially the absorbable, the biodegradable material, to replace the traditional metal product to ensure the better biocompatibility to the human body and to the environment.
One of the tech giant companies in the Haidian district, Xiaomi, was founded in 2010 and manufactures electronics and related software, home appliances, and household items. Xiaomi is the world's third largest smartphone brand, selling in 100 markets with a total consumer base of more than 500 million. Almost everything in this company is smart technology.
小爱同学，晚安。
好的。
小爱同学，早安。
没问题。
Driven by its science and technology innovation, Beijing Haidian district last year became the first prefecture-level district in China to surpass the GDP threshold of 1 trillion yuan, which is equivalent to $147.52 billion US. Mohamed Lamin Choi, QTV News, Beijing.
Before we end this bulletin, here is a recap of our main news headlines. Gambia's Minister for Health, Dr. Ahmadou Lamin Samate, told lawmakers this week that compensation for the families of the children who died of the acute kidney injury will be addressed after government reviewed the Select Committee's report. The Prevention and Prohibition of Torture Bill 2023 and the Mutual Legal Assistance in Criminal Matters Bill 2023 were passed by lawmakers on Tuesday. And a €15.5 million grant aid was signed on Monday between the Gambia government and the Agence Française de Développement to support flood disaster victims, the budget and water project. A 4-day technical management committee forum to review the draft ECOWAS standards for 3 regional value chains was organized by the West Africa Competitive and Quality Infrastructure Project. In international news, a court in Dakar on Thursday handed Senegal's opposition leader Ousmane Sonko a 2-month suspended term for defaming the country's tourism minister. That's all in this edition. Thank you very much for watching. Join us tomorrow for another news bulletin.